Hey, good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. It's the 12th of November. So we head out to Long Beach. It was that's got to be one of the longest, just, just draining weekends I've ever had. It was just going there was 3 hour drive. Driving back was a 3 hour drive. My daughter puked in the car. You know, it's just all that driving. And then we were go ever since when we got to Long Beach, and we got to spread our mother's ashes out at Cape Disappointment State Park at the lighthouse, and so we found the perfect spot. It could not have been any better, and we all three of our brothers, us brothers, took time, and then our nephew went out there, and it was tough to do, but it was exactly what she would have wanted, and it worked out. I was happy with how the whole weekend was. I was the one that was kind of feeling like I was under the gun because I wanted to make things work. I wanted to get everyone, keep them together, keep the plan going. Just kind of had the weekend go smoothly. Because we had family out here from South Carolina and California that we haven't seen in a long time, like 12 years, and so just wanted to make sure everything ran smoothly. It kind of did for the most part, but at the end it worked out. And then last night we had one last dinner together at the Wildfin restaurant Tacoma, which is nice, and that was it. And so the scattering, I actually on Friday I drove up to Mount Tahoma Cemetery on the way out to Long Beach to scatter her ashes on my grandparents' grave, her parents, and that ended up working out all right. And it was just to kind of get her there and have all three of them be together finally. It's kind of weird though. I don't know if you've ever dealt with cremations before, or they call them cremains. That it's not exactly all dust. It does have chunks in it, which I was, told. It's obvious to look at it. It's bone, but just always thought that it was. I've heard stories of people who, they get their remains left and the urn falls over and breaks, and end up looking in there, and while scooping it up they find nuts and bolts and things like it was like they're burning a casket or something, or a piece of like a wood basket or a box or something, but it was there, she was there, but it was still, it's a little jarring to see your mom in that state, and to know that that's pretty much that's what she's gonna be from here on out. I don't wear jewelry, but this ring here, I have it because I selected to have it. I'm not much for big bulky items, but this is her remains are inside here of this ring. If you look close enough, you can see the screw right there. And so in the inside there's some remains inside. See that little screw? So there's a little bit of ashes in this, and I'm not one for jewelry, so it's, for me it's like, get off my fingers. But it's nice to have. Nice. I still talk to her time to time. But it was, this weekend was as good as it's gonna be, and I'm happy with that. I just wish that I can kind of hear her critiquing me in the back of my head, because that was just so deeply ingrained. That's one of the things that she left with me. I'll leave that today. That would be the one thing I talk about today, was she left me with sort of that red pen grammar Nazi mentality, and it's like every single time that I wrote things, she would always correct them, and she did that. She had like this inner editor type of mentality where she would read something and she would just be like, yeah, it was a great paper, but yeah, this person cannot spell or use the proper words. And I was like, well, that's my paper. And she's like, well, now you know. And she did that for her job. She was a medical transcriptionist, and she would have to be completely accurate with all her writings. And when she wasn't right, her job would let her know. And so in turn, that kind of became sort of her persona. That was her personality. That was who she was. And we would drive past she saw this really great restaurant or this really great business sign on the side of the road, and they used the wrong version of the word your, like you are, or your possessive. She would flip out. It was just like, God, people that run this country and run these companies. I'm just like, but at the same time, it's like now, my big thing, one of the things I do at work is I screen applications and read resumes and help write resumes and help a lot of these guys with, getting past their English portion of their GED test. And I find myself doing that. And I find myself, my boss he goes, can you read this and let me know if you find any misspelled words or anything like that and fix them? And so that's who I've become. I wasn't an English major, but reading and writing was always sort of a focal strong point for me. And it's because of my mom. She instilled that in me. And so that's who I was, and that's who I am because of her. So I miss her. It was a great weekend with her out at Long Beach, and it was great to see her. So spent some time with family at Long Beach, Washington, and we got to hang out at Marsh's Museum and play. There's an arcade there, and got to go to the state park, and it was wet and rainy, but at the same time, it was exactly how I remember it, especially with my mom. She'd always take us out there. Got to ride a bike on the beach, got to ride a bike in the dark. My jeans ripped in the crotch, So all in all, it was a great weekend, and I'm glad that it's over finally, and that, we managed to achieve what we needed to achieve and get done what we needed to get done. But it was tough. It's just the last kind of goodbye for now. I do have a little bit of the cremations left, and I do plan on scattering those in different areas that we found personal, like Teanaway. There's a campground out there that we win every single year. So we wanted to do it there. And then I have been, like I talked about in my previous videos, that I want to summon Mount Rainier. And so when I get to the top of there, I want to scatter her remains there. That's something I'm kind of keeping to myself, but that's what I want to do, because every morning we wake up and see that mountain, and I would love to have my daughter wake up and say, my grandma's up there, and then have her also say, my daddy climbed that. That'd be something really cool that I would love to have. So I got to train for that, but that's another option that I was thinking about. So anyway, I hope you guys had a great weekend, and hope you all remembered why I went to the cemetery Veterans Day. So it's know why it's Veterans Day and why we celebrate it, and why we remember it and thank our veterans. So have a great day, have a great Monday, great week. I will see you tomorrow morning.